I will have to gently ask for everybody's forbearance because I'm still kind of a mess. Um, Mostly because, in the sense of, I'm trying to adjust to. Did I remember to switch this back over to here? Please tell me I did. Okay, it's just that the microphone isn't picking up. Cool. Love that. Um, yeah, let me know if there are any issues. Yeah, captions. No, captions are just being a butt. Um, it's just captions are being a butt. So I'm gonna keep poking at it to see if I can get it to actually wake up. I do not need Pixel Pro. I need Pixel Chat to pick up what I'm saying. Because y'all can't hear me, right? Well, okay. For those of you that can't hear me, y'all can't hear me, right? I just need to. Okay, so cool. Then it's just this being a piece of crap. Okay. Um, Pixel Chat, please. Can you for just 1 second here? Oh, that's why. Why would it go all the way over there? No, it's supposed to be the Yeti. Hello, Bueller, 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 Bueller. Okay, hold on. One more time. Hold on a minute. I gotta check. That's fine. Okay, there we go. We got it now. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Hey chat, hey Shay, how's everyone? I'm melting. Uh, I'm good. Yeah, your AC being busted is some bullshit, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm good. And honestly, if things go relatively well tonight, in terms of like what we're about to try today, I will be even more excited. Honestly. Um, so, well, announcements first. Oh right, shit. I need to go do that. Hold on. Let me go do a thing real quick. Um, okay, so y'all are gonna have to bear with me a little bit because with the new setup that I have going, I'm going to be a little bit more disorganized than usual, just a little, because trying to um, I'm trying to adjust to a completely new workflow, and that's gonna mess me up for a little bit. Um, Let me actually go make sure that this thing is live. Starters. Okay, good. We fixed it. All right. So, um, perfect timing on Nightbot's part. So, as a reminder, in case at this point you're already out of the Discord or you have my Discord alerts like muted or whatever, which is fine. Do what you need. But as a reminder, at this point, I just kind of finalized the last little bits of it, I think. But the Discord is completely in view only mode for people that are already there. So if by some chance you somehow get an invitation to my Discord for whatever reason, I'm not letting you in there, not because I don't like you or anything, but because, hey Stubby, but because literally we're not using the Discord anymore. It's staying literally only as an archive. So if you're already in the Discord, you should have view access to everything still, but you shouldn't be able to post anything anywhere. Uh, as Nightbot has pointed out, we've moved over to Gilded. I'm done with Discord. We're on Gilded now. Just because it's just more convenient to do a lot of other things over there. It's still a little. They're still working on some features for some other things, but for the most part, I just like Gilded a lot better. At least my father got the part. Okay, good. So that's good at least, Kettle. That's good to hear. But yeah, we're over on the Gilded pretty much for good now. The Discord is up only literally as a record of things and stuff. I'm not posting any announcements there. I've locked all posting permissions and everything. So if you're still over there, and for example, you are trying to post like go lives in the streaming section, going, "Why doesn't that work? Why are all the permissions gone?" It's like we're not in the Discord anymore. So as always, like being in the Discord being in the Guilded is not a requirement to be part of the community. I do not. I do not. I'm not planning on posting them anymore. Permissions are all locked down, all that other stuff. So basically, if you want to participate in community stuff, you want to like off stream, you got to be in the Guilded. That's kind of just the way that it is. If you're like, I don't want to do another app, that's fine. I understand that. I'm not going to sit here and make anybody do it, but those are the terms and conditions of like getting to do community stuff elsewhere when we're not doing stream stuff. It's kind of just what it is. So aside from that, though, one very thrilling announcement: Fighting Boat Day is live. So for those of you who don't know, right, Fridays we play fighting games. That's always going to be a thing. However, on Fridays, or at least on like the second to last Friday of the month, we always do voting community wide for the next set of games. So right now, if you do ! Fighting Vote Day, you will in fact get a link to the current poll, which closes like 10 minutes before the end of stream next week, Friday. So it's open for the whole week. It's ranked voting, it's ranked voting. So basically, whichever games get in the top 4 positions, each get a Fighting Friday to themselves. If I miscount like I did for March, and I forget that there are 5 Fridays in a month, first place gets 2, which is why we're playing 2 weeks of Them's Fighting Herds, because I can't count. If I'd been paying more attention, then that pretty much would have been handled. But whoops, I wasn't. Lamau, lol. So yeah, put your votes in. You can vote for multiple games if you like. You only get to vote once, but you can put as many votes in your vote as you want, basically, is how it works. So pick whatever games speak to you, and we go from there, you know? So yeah, those are my announcements for the day. Okay, so like I said, jeez. Anyway, so y'all bear with me, because I'm pretty sure I have a handle on how this dual computer streaming thing works. All being well, this should basically not tax Ariel any at all, and I should get less drops on the Hainu. I should get less drops on the Hainu, and Ariel should be able to run things just fine. Because so for those of you that don't know, or who were here on previous streams, the computer that I've been working on building, new. Initially, I was going to call it the Unicorn, but I did some thinking, and I like the Witch from Mercury better than Gundam Unicorn anyway. So I decided to change the name from the Unicorn to Ariel. No, I'm not. I don't have the attention span, Shark, because like Ariel is the only computer that can actually properly run Twitch, without too much of a hassle, and I'm not. And because of the way that I'm doing the dual setup, it's a thing where I basically have to do like the whole screen, and I get all of the audio capture from Ariel. So if I'm gonna do a 2-computer setup, I have to only use Ariel for streaming things, because otherwise people will be able to see things like gilded messages and things like that. Because I can only share the whole screen with the setup that I have at the moment. So Yeah, no, and now today I was like, I'm gonna behave anyway. Um, Depending on what our what's it called? Depending on what things look like, we may raid over there, but I'm not gonna be sneaking over there and like doing bullshit like I did last week. Um, I'm gonna behave. So, um, this is the aerial, or rather, what you're seeing here is from Ariel's. What you're seeing here is from Ariel's side of things. Um, the main thing that I'm gonna have to kind of like adjust to primarily is that because of the nature of um, how this whole thing works, I have two monitors, but I don't have two monitors for one computer anymore. I have one for each. So if you notice that I'm a little bit slower to like respond to certain things or switch over or do other things like that, or if I forget that I have music running and things like that, it's because I'm literally operating two different computers at the same time. Um, so I may forget to turn off the music when I switch over, for example, from the high new to aerial. So high new is the one that's doing all the stream throughput right now. Um, while the aerial is the one doing all the game stuff. So probably at some point I will work out a method by which I just full screen on aerial whenever I'm like playing games or things like that. Just like not that I have a problem with y'all seeing my desktop, but you know, sometimes the shit is messy and y'all don't need to see it. Um, so yeah, it may take me a little bit to like get used to switching back and forth and doing things like that. So if it seems like I'm more distracted than usual for whatever reason, just assume that it's like I almost hit the reset button on Ariel. I would have been really annoyed if I actually done it. It's taking me a little longer to like get things done, or if it seems like I'm fumbling a lot more than I usually do, assume that it's because I haven't made the full like I'm still adjusting in certain ways to like what the fuck I'm doing. Um, so forgive me. Well, not that anybody has an actual issue with that, but like but um, yeah. I literally have to coordinate too much shit between two computers to misbehave today. Um, I will jokingly say that maybe once I actually get used to it, I might be able to pull it off. But I might be able to pull it off once I get used to it. But that's like a hard maybe. I know we're not getting sound. Give me a second. Of course, that's the only thing I didn't actually figure out how to do. Um, shit. That's okay. I'll just leave the command right up here on the sticky. It will just sit there doing nothing unless you awaken it. Okay, so what I'm hearing is behave. Okay. Exactly, Shark. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, so where the yeah, I'm trying to look up how to capture the audio. Doing that. As sorry, I did not expect that to troubleshoot this much right away, but I thought that the audio was going to come through fine because I've been able, like the last time I had the Avermedia going, I was able to get the audio pretty much perfectly fine. So the fact that it's not doing that now is like giving me a hecking stress. Let me just redo it real quick and see. It's gonna disappear, but I'm gonna bring it back. Okay, so let's see. Nope. Yeah, this is about the only thing that I realized I didn't check right before stream started. Because that would have been ideal. So basically, the only thing I'm trying to do is just figure out how to get the um, is to get this how to pick this up because it's not. Okay, so let's see. Unfortunately, because I'm doing all the lookup stuff on the Hainu, for whatever reason, the Hainu just has a shit time looking things up on the internet, and it just takes forever. So this is why it's taking longer. Okay, hold on. Capture card as the playback device. Gaming PC. So okay, I did that right, right? I'm not hallucinating that. Hold on. I might have got my wires crossed. Okay, so the gaming PC. Okay, so let me see here. Make sure that I didn't absolutely botch this up. Okay, some things are going to disappear while I move this around again. So give me 1 second. So capture card, gaming PC, HDMI in. Okay, so it's all of that. Now I just got to figure out why it's not playing in OV. We definitely won't be doing distracting things in chat while you figure things out. Heats up and be pat. Why are you so wicked? Why are you so wicked? For what reason? Okay, there's all that shit. Okay, I have to go fuck around with voice meter, and that's gonna take a while. So let's not do that. Okay, so we don't have sound. Not this time. I do on my end, but we're not gonna have sound overall. Because I was looking at it and it's like it involves messing around with voice meter and doing a whole bunch of other shit that I didn't know I had to do. Cry. Gonna put up, yeah, we're gonna put back on some music because I think the only other thing I can try to do. Yeah, I can't send it. I can't send it this way. I have to like sit around and fuck around with voice meter or something similar to actually split the audio out and send it, and that's too much trouble for right now. So gonna put on the Herd soundtrack. I might as well, honestly. Um, the main issue, the main issue is that because I'd have to put on the Herd soundtrack on, I'd have to put on the Herd soundtrack on the High New, and it does not do YouTube very well. By which I mean, like, it starts screaming and freaking out and kind of crying and shitting itself a little bit. But we can try it. Unless the OSD happens to be literally somewhere else. But if not, we'll make it work. It should be fine, I think. Alright. Okay. Give me 1 second. I gotta switch headsets one more time. Also, welcome on an easy handling. Uh, Happy to have you here. Let me just make sure that I don't screw this up. I know the OST is also on Bandcamp. Mental note to self download that. Okay. Download it for next week, probably. Okay, but I think we should be good on this front. I just gotta working with a new setup. Yeah, I built a new computer. So basically, the feed that we're getting right now is from that computer. I did not realize I would need to use Voice Meter Banana or something similar to actually audio split it. I thought I would just be able to get the sound from the AverMedia, and it doesn't work like that. Or at least it's not working like that right now. And no device, the detection nonsense isn't happening the way that I would like. So I have to mess around with like voice meter at some other point to go work with that. But we at least have video, which is the important part. We can make do without anything else. But I just need to go find music audio capture. Where did I put the music audio capture? Here we go. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna play. And y'all will occasionally get ads because I don't. Also, the sound will probably stall out. If it winds up being too much of an issue, I'll just switch back over to the music I had playing pre-stream, which is just DJ's theme. But okay, let's actually get down to the nitty gritty of it. The only palette we ever play when we play Shanty. Ah, my buttons didn't transfer over. Shit. Hang on. I gotta gotta reconfigure it. Gotta reconfigure my button. I bought the best of version collection for TFHOST. Otherwise, the complete version is wild. That word with the I, please don't use that here, because that, even in that context, like the positive one, that is ableist, and we don't do that here. So please try to use the word wild or something else instead. It has every variation with like several hundred tracks. That is cool though. LMH Magic. Sorry. Alright, good. And we're all set on that front. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me, honestly. Like, the fact that they put in so much dynamic music is expected. It's a lot of work. So, warming up a little bit. For people who have not been to the stream before, the way that I usually do things here is that, also, let me know if the music stalls out or stops, let me know, so I can, like, adjust a couple of things on that end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I'm doing right now is basically just kind of warming up. 1, 2, 3, 4. By sort of like trying to get the max range of each of my buttons. And the reason why I do the maximum range is because sometimes because I play a lot of different fighting games, I'll forget how far certain buttons reach or what they do. 5. So the purpose of warming up is just to make sure that I remember 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just to remind myself mostly like how far out I can be before certain things will hit, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the main purpose of doing that, of warming up like this, is to sort of refresh myself on what my buttons do, how far they reach, all this other stuff, right? And so by running through that and making sure that I like remember what the hell I'm doing and where the hell they reach, it makes my life a lot easier in a lot of ways. Oof. Hang on, just saw a thing I gotta respond to real quick. Well, relatively respond to anyway. Okay, right. Alright, that's handled. So yeah, once I've done the warm-up, that's sort of how I remember like what the hell I'm doing. Right? Just so I can kind of like get back into the groove of things, especially if I haven't played a game in a particular while. I don't remember. Good. I think you're supposed to like half charge that. Just trying to remind myself of what the combo was, for reasons that I'll discuss in a second. In case there are people who haven't played herds in the chat. Not supposed to be both. Why? Hang on. Hey, Alice, what's up? Okay, that's what it was. That's why. I was like, why is it not working? Okay. Alright. Yeah, them's fighting her. Yeah. Okay, good. Just finished Tunic with a good ending. Good to hear. We love that. Out here finishing games. Okay, so let me give a rundown of how this game works for people who are maybe not familiar with it. So, Fighting Herds is a 4-button game. You have your light, so A, B, C are light, medium, and heavy buttons respectively, right? Whereas D is your character's magic button. Every character's magic button does something different depending on the character themselves, right? And so every character sort of has like different rules for how their magic works, and whether they start with certain amounts of it or don't, or what have you. Hey, Vallejo, my entire is very... Oh, that sounds like you're not having a good time. But, so yeah, every character in this game, they have different rules about how their magic works, right? So, in Shanty's case, sure not. Well, you're here now, so that's gonna change. Garrett, that's gonna change. Well, I hope it's going to change. Let me dial back that ego a little bit. I was about to start getting a big head. Let me dial that back a little. Hopefully, now that you are here, that will change. Train of thought talking about magic and how it works for each character, right? So in Shanty's case, right, her magic generates on its own extremely slowly, starting from empty. The reason for that is because pretty much most of Shanty... Yes, she does. To answer Oz's question, yes, she in fact does. But the main thing with Shanty, the reason why Shanty's magic works like that is because her magic button is basically a stance that she can enter into that will let her cancel out most of her normal and special moves. And that stance itself also has follow-ups. So, the reason why Shanty's magic auto-generates as opposed to her starting with any is because if she started with any, she'd kind of just, everybody would have a bad time. So it's kind of like a method of like gating her bullshit so that it doesn't cause as much trouble. Also, your reminder, in case anybody's like, we don't hear game sound. Normal. Or given value of normal because I didn't set up the sound configuration properly before stream started because I didn't think I had to. So for today, there is no sound from the stream. I will probably have that fixed by Sunday. Probably being the operative word. I forgot to test it because I thought everything was going to be fine. So we're just going to have music playing over the regular gameplay, and then by Sunday I should have it figured out. But yeah, so that's Shanty's whole thing. Aside from that, another thing that's unique to Shanty is that she has KOF style short hops. If you tap your direction for jumping as opposed to holding it, if you tap it, you just get short hops. So Shanty can use that, for example, to fake. If you do your jumping attacks like late enough in the hop, specifically like JC, you'll fake actually doing it, for example. If you do it early enough, on the other hand, you'll hit. But if you wait just a little bit before you press the button, if you do them if you do like the hop input at the same time as you do C, you'll get the normal JC. But if you wait a little bit, right, you'll fake it. So Shanty can use that as part of like really obnoxious like mix-up bullshit, just to make people think that she's gonna hit them with the overhead, and then go for a low instead, or just short hop and not do anything and just go for the low straight up. It's very gremlin-like, but we love it. So Shanty's main thing, right, is that she's a rushdown character. She's a rushdown character kind of by trade, right? Like, a lot of what she does is sort of engineered around doing rushdown stuff. And once she gets magic, especially, she kind of just becomes a menace. Case in point, for example, right? Hang on. In her magic stance, she can do things like run into a move that is literally projectile and ball, run into run and do like a cartwheel flip that's an overhead and all that other stuff. It feels like she was tailor-made for you and Twisted. More or less, yeah. Nesta would either be a Shanty player or a Tianhua player. If they played this game, if Twisted played this game, it'd be one of those two characters. Either Shanty or Tianhua. One of those two. They would have to kind of figure out which would be which, but yeah. Also, what flag is that on her headband? No, you tell me. The palettes are called Jamaica? Rather, the palette is called Jamaica, is what it's called. So yeah, it's literally the Jamaican flag. Quite literally. Because it's me. It's me. There was no other way I was not gonna do that. There's only one other color that I would rep for Shanty. There's literally only one other, and I will show you what that color is. But there's literally only one other one that I rep. Only one. No, not Velvet. Go back, please. Not Velvet. No. I don't. Go back, please. I didn't want Velvet. Shit. Anyway, hang on. Yeah, there's literally only there's literally only one other palette that I use for Shanty, aside from the Jamaica, and that is Graffiti Kyal! These are the only two palettes I use for this character. That's it. Because, newsflash, Shanty is black. So, literally, she even has, where is it? Like, she does have, for example, like a Toriel palette, a May palette, a Skidoo and Go-Go palette, but no. Mitsuki boots, but, literally no. It's literally either only her literal, what's it called? Literally only her, Kimberly palette or this. Okay, I lied. Absolutely, Twisted is a shanty player because of that palette specifically. Because of that palette specifically, Twisted is absolutely a shanty player. I don't make the rules. But yeah, so the main thing about Shanty, right, is that because her magic generates very slowly, primarily the way that you actually get Shanty's magic up, aside from waiting, if you do 2-2-A, down A, she has a shout called Parlay, and the point of the shout is that even if it doesn't hit, depending on how much you charge it for, it either gives her 1 stock of magic, 2 stocks of magic, or 3 stocks of magic, right? So, ideally, right, you get a knockdown, especially like a hard knockdown, especially if you're first, like, starting out. Cosmo time! How you doing, friend? Hopefully well. But yeah, like, the main thing with Shanty as a result is that if you need to get magic, primarily what you are trying to do, especially if you don't have meter, is you're just trying to get hard knockdowns or other setups so that you can just, like, literally just throw out Parlay and get magic meter. So, like, I'm excited to see this a little more. Vallejo and I played a little. It seems super fun. Yeah. I like this game a lot, even though I don't play it a lot. So yeah, the trick with Shanty is that if you're gonna try to go for parlay stuff, you need a hard knockdown and just cancel into it. Bam, you got magic stock. And then when you have a magic stock, the world is your oyster. You can even use it while she's in block strings to just do bullshit that makes things a lot safer. Especially if, for example, like, you double tap. As an example, right? If you tap the magic button again while you're already in stance, you cancel it. So, if you use a move that has, like, a fair amount of recovery normally, but you've got like 1 magic stock, right? Like, if I do this, for example, and they blocked it, and I'm like, okay, shit. Or if I went for, like, Cutlass, and they blocked it, I'm like, shit, I need to cancel. I just double tap the D button and bam, I'm back to neutral, right? So I don't know the frame data off the top of my head exactly. I don't know the frame data off the top of my head exactly, but it does make it significantly safer if you're in a situation where it's like, okay, shit, I need to cancel an attack like right now, so I don't fucking beat it, right? As you can see, Shanty also has so yeah, Shanty does actually have options for up parlay basically for free from her headbutt, right? And again, it's a little hard to get the timing. At least, so at mid screen you have to do like full speed, but from in the corner, and this is why, like, being in the corner against Shanty is being in the corner when you're fighting against a Shanty player is not great, because basically once Shanty gets you in the corner, she doesn't have to do like a full charge or even like a half charge parlay in order to hit you. If she has you in the corner and gets you with a headbutt, she can just do the normal one and pop. Also, this is your mind. Also, Shanty can also fake the headbutt. If you hold the button for headbutt, she can fake it. So, a zoner is quite literally what it sounds like by description. A character that specializes in zoning out or keeping the opponent out of your range. So Kettle, if you want like an easy example that will come immediately to mind, Guilty Gear, Axel Lowe. That guy with like the chain sickle and all that shit that you've probably seen me fight at least once, that guy, him, he's that. So Kettle bringing this up also reminds me, if a term ever comes up and you're like, I don't know what that means, or I need more examples of that, if you do exclamation point FGC glossary, then put a space, and then put the term that you want, it will link you. You got to put the term afterward. So just doing that will just give you just that, but you got to put the literal term afterward, so it goes like, oh, right, yeah, you want this thing. So if you do exclamation point FGC glossary, and then, for example, do space zoning, yep, just like that. Thank you so much for the new follow. I deeply appreciate it. Shout out to Infill. Yeah, I'll follow. Oh, hang on. I gotta readjust the app for media because it covered up the alert. I think y'all probably heard it. I can't hear it now because the audio is only going one way. Lol. So let me put this over here. But yeah, shout outs to Infill indeed. So yeah, welcome on in, Blazing Butcher. Good to see you. Okay, good. So yeah, we do keep our follow alerts anonymous so that people can lurk in peace and safety. But for those of you whoever just joined, welcome on into the Gage Gang. But yeah, infill, not to be confused with infiltration. We don't talk about infiltration, but infill also did a wonderful, highly in-depth and super technical guide to Killer Instinct 2014. And then top that with the FGC glossary. So anytime you hear me use a term where you're like, I don't understand what the hell that is, what that term is, all you got to do over here is FGC glossary and whatever term you want, and bam, it does that. What would be a player that focuses? So, in particular, right, these terms are more or less used to describe characters more than individual. Well, it's a 50-50. You can say that somebody plays Rushdown, right? But it can also be used to describe the character. So if you're talking about what is a character or a playstyle that focuses on like attacking aggressively, Rushdown is what you're looking for. As one word, Rushdown. That's what you're looking for. And Shanty is very much a Rushdown character. Primarily because she has a lot of options for like moving and being really aggressive. As well as repositioning and just generally like being on top of people and moving fast. Yeah, Shanty is like straight up a Rushdown character. And as a general thing, I primarily in fighting games, I am usually a Rushdown player. Like, if you have ever seen me play Sin in Guilty Gear Strive, or Jam in Guilty Gear XR, or Giovanna in Guilty Gear Strive, all Rushdown characters. Cammy, also a Rushdown character in Street Fighter. So yeah, they're characterized primarily by like extremely high aggression. So extremely high aggression, generally speaking, either a lot of movement options or a lot of like tricky things to like fuck with people, or both. Yeah, it seems like I'm also a Rushdown player, but I like Xiaoyu and Tekken. Is she? Question mark. It's a little. I want to say probably, but big but here. I am not a deeply. Yeah, you can. I think it's not unreasonable to play Xiaoyu as. Yeah, I don't think it's unreasonable to play Xiaoyu as a Rushdown character, but I don't know if that is her primary archetype, per se. It's not impossible to, because she has moves that are quick enough for that. And Tekken's movement is generally flexible enough that you can do that. But yeah, hard to say. But yeah, to go back to Vallejo's point, yeah, as a zoning character, Oleander, if Velvet is a little bit too much to manage, Oleander is about right. I think. So it makes sense. Shanty, Arizona, and Tianhua and Tien also have some nice rush down, but different players. Yeah. So right, like Shanty is like stance based rush down, right? Because with her magic button, like I said before, you can go into a stance. You can do like lots of like silly bullshit with like running back and forth, doing a low or a high or an overhead out of it, right? So Shanty is rush down in like a stance based sense. Tianhua, yeah, like Tianhua, like her shit is also rushed down, but basically her flavor is like mixing Magneto and Storm's flight mechanics from Marvel vs. Capcom with just really good movement. Like she's really like Shanty is also relatively fast, but mostly as far as like ground based stuff goes, primarily. Tianhua, especially with magic, is all about aerial mobility. And the main trade-off is that in exchange for all of her amazing aerial mobility, Tien also just generally has much lower damage. But the trade-off for that is that it's like she flies, she does fucking 3-directional dragon kicks, rolls, and all sorts of other shit. She's really mobile in the air, and then the trade-off for that is she generally has lower damage output. Shanty has higher damage output, but is more reliant on stance to a certain degree. And then as for Arizona, you have to get used to using her magic button for grapples and things like that, because it's a significant part of, at least from what I know of her. Herd's expert, right? I am not a Herd's expert, so take this with a grain of salt. But like, for Arizona in particular, if you don't know how to use her magic button, you begin having... She has options for dealing with that, but with Arizona in particular, what aids her rush down is being able to use her lasso to pull people in, so you can sit on top of them and just bully the fuck out of them. Because Arizona also has really high damage, but the main trade-off is that she's not as fast, right? So you can play her as a rush down character, but it involves also having an understanding of how to use her magic button and how to space people out to pull them in, so you can sit on top of them and just beat the fuck out of them. Without that, it's like it. All very different flavors of rushdown. So yeah, I used to be a Tien player when I first picked up Them's Fighting Herds. But once Shanty came out, I was like, nah, we're doing it. We're doing it. It's a done deal. Arizona is Scorpion. Arizona is the best way that I can describe Arizona. Yeah, the best way I would describe Arizona is that she happens to have one thing that is very Scorpion-esque, but then otherwise is just very much a damage machine. The main thing with Arizona, okay, I'll demonstrate real quick, just to sort of supplement what you're saying. So, okay, gigantic disclaimer: I am not an Arizona player, so I am going to fuck up the spacing on this at least once. So please understand, I am not an Arizona player. Arizona's magic does not generate naturally at all, right? However, right, if you're able to land her magic button, which is lasso, right, you can pull people into you, and that allows you to do various other moves, right? As you notice, right? So you see how we have magic headbutt, magic stomp, counter, and magic dance, and magic dash, right? Right. So basically all of Arizona's really absurdly dangerous shit you need magic for. And the only way that you get magic as Arizona is to land your lassos. Right? If you don't land your lassos, you don't get magic, and without magic, Arizona's options are way more limited. Right? It's not quite like Shanty. Like with Shanty, Shanty also has a fair degree of limits. Oh, interesting. I hadn't noticed because we had them. Yeah, different characters' magic meters will behave differently. So it depends on what character you're using. Like Arizona, for example, starts out with no magic, and hers does not fill automatically at all. Shanty starts out with no magic, but hers generates very slowly. Palm, if I remember correctly, Palm starts with a full 3 stocks of magic, and then it regenerates as you use it over time. Tianhua, I think, also has hers regenerate over time, and each character has different amounts of magic stock as well. So it's going to depend very heavily on what character you're playing, how their magic meter is going to work. Right? So, like, case in point, right? If you look at Tian and look at how her magic is filling up, right? She only has 2 stocks, but hers fills up automatically and kind of sort of fastish, right? But by counterpoint, Shanty has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 magic stocks, but hers fill up very slowly, which is why you gotta land parlay or even just use it in order to actually get magic. And once you have magic with Shanty, it opens up a lot of different options in terms of like being able to do stuff like that. This is interesting, and I'm learning that I play most characters as rushdown, even maybe other styles are better effective, but I like punching so well. Yeah, I'll put it like this, right? And this is the interesting thing about fighting games. I'm gonna put this in like a general sense, and then kind of talk about it here. Because this is also what we do on Fighting Fridays for people who are new to the stream. Like, we sit down and we talk a lot of theory about how fighting games work and how to think about these things. If you're just playing fighting games casually, right, you don't necessarily have to worry about these things as much, right? You gotta just play a character in whatever method or whatever style you so choose, and that's cool, right? If you're playing fighting games casually, right, you don't have to worry about that in particular, right? However, if it's a thing where you're like, yeah, I do want to consider like improving and all that, I have to think about defense. We'll talk about that in a second, because there's another aspect of that y'all bring up that's a good point to talk about. I'm also going to order some Burger King because I'm in the mood tonight. Tonight's a good night. I'm feeling good. So, right? If you're playing casually, you know, use the character how you want. It's cool, right? But it's one of those things where you have to, I'll put it like this. For those of you that may be thinking about taking the journey a little farther, a little more seriously, it is one of those things where you're going to have to consider. And I'll put it like this to frame it a little differently. If you wind up having a sticking point with a character, it's probably that the way that they are meant to be played doesn't jive with the way that you want to play, right? Now, that said, there are times where you may find yourself playing a character that isn't within your wheelhouse at all, but just feels right. Like, for example, I am not really a grappler player very often. I'm not. Realistically, I'm not. However, I will always make an exception for Shermie in King of Fighters, because Shermie plays kind of like a little bit like a striking grappler, right? So her thing is not just about landing command throws. She also has a good suite of normals to go with her command throws, right? And she can generally like oppress people aside from using those. And that's why I like playing Shermie, right? So, all brings up a good point that I kind of want to like get back over into like the defense thing. Because I'm going to be straight with y'all. Learning how to defend in fighting games is one of the hardest things that you will ever learn in a fighting game. Straight up. Like, that's not me saying it for like exaggeration or emphasis or anything. Learning how to defend in a fighting game is really fucking hard. Even in like them's fighting herds, no, that shit's hard. It is. I feel that. 10 fighting herds, Arizona. Yo, striker mains, striker mains, striker mains, yeah! Striker gang. Dap it up. Respect. And strive, Jacko, because there's just something cool about how combos open. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. For me, for example, my other example outside of Jeremy and KOF, for example, Yuzuriha in Undernight Inbirth Exhalate. I am just a sucker for Katana waifu, straight up. But like, she's not a rushdown character in that at all. She's very much like a stance and poking and like, oh, once she gets her shit going, she will absolutely mix you the fuck up. But she is not a rushdown character by trade. But all day, every day, I will fucking play. I will play Yuzuriha in Unist. Absolutely. Yo, when that game gets rollback, it's gonna be so sick. I cannot wait for that day. I will be rusty as shit, but I will go right back in on that shit. But yeah, to go back to my point about defending in fighting games, right? Defending in fighting games is hard shit. I'm just gonna be real with y'all about that. It's hard. Learning how to block effectively in fighting games is difficult. Not from the mechanical standpoint of how do you do it, but just the layers in which that interacts with other things is hard. Yeah, and yeah, defense requires learning how to read other people in real time rather than other. Yeah, uh huh. It's similar but different in that the pattern that you're trying to learn is of a thing that can of a person that can think as creatively as you can. And so the trick is it's interesting because there's still a little bit of a dynamic. There are certain bad habits that certain players have, and it's just like it's not like a thing that is easy to completely like erase all the time anyway. But it's one of those things where if you pick up on certain habits that people do when you read them, that's how you learn how to defend effectively. And the other thing about defending, right? Alls put on the hype and the greed emotes, right? But funny thing is that yeah, good defending is actually a form of offense. Because what happens is if you defend against the right things, right? Yes, Smash is a fighting game, by the way. If anybody says no, it's not, tell them, okay, you can't say it with this unless you're Jamaican because it's appropriative, obviously. But you can tell them "Guango suck your mama" if they tell you that it's not a fighting game. Smash is a fighting game, anyway. But yeah, like the main thing with defending, right? Yeah, if you learn how to defend well, especially the reason why, to Sophia's point, right? The way that a good defense can become offensive, also, right? If you are able to block certain moves, that opens people up, and combo time, right? If you are able to anticipate people doing certain things, right? There are only so many options, and you can't keep necessarily track of them all, right? There's this concept that Cyan, who made "I Want to Be the Guy," they talk about this sometimes, like this idea of the mental stack, right? Where it's like there's only so many things your brain can keep track of at once. And one of the things about fighting games as a general goal is that you are attempting to overwhelm your opponent's mental stack on purpose so that they fuck up and get done up, right? That's a very deliberate thing, right? So, and the thing is that combos are not what overload your mental stack. It's your fundamentals, right? Are you going for like this bullshit, right? Like, remember, I was talking about this earlier, right? This whole idea that like Shanty has a hop. This is like a KOF style short hop that is exclusive to Shanty, right? Because of the way this hop works, right? Shanty can actually do legitimate, like Shanty can legitimately hit you with like with overheads at like this distance, right? But she can also fake them. If she waits a little bit, it looks like she's about to hit you with it, but surprise, faked it, did the low, right? So if you're on top of somebody as a Shanty player, I can't do this effectively yet because I don't play enough herds to be good at it. But it's one of those things where if you're fucking with people, right? Like, get a knockdown, pump fake, like you pump fake the hey Mojo. Yeah. But yeah, like so you can do bullshit like that where you like and I should also remind you that Shanty has three fucking fake out overheads. I'm not kidding. Shanty has three. Shanty's got wild schmicks, the overhead, the low, the fake, the cross up cutlass so much. Yeah. Like Shanty literally can do a version of cutlass that will cross over and cut you behind, right? Out of stance, she has a low. Out of stance, hang on a second. Y'all want to see some real bullshit? Let me show y'all some real bullshit. So when Shanty is in stance, right? She has a low. She has an overhead. She has a projectile invul move, right? And that's in stance, right? So in stance, she can make you guess between is she gonna do the low or is she gonna do the overhead. Outside of stance, you have hop fakes, right? Outside of stance, you have hop fakes, but you also have using either 6C or 4C. This is an overhead, by the way, right? You can fucking, like I said earlier, if you hold it, you can fake it. Yeah. Which character is the gorilla? Who can go unga as fuck? Shanty, if she has meter, is pretty fucking. Shanty, if she has meter, can be pretty fucking unga, pretty fucking disrespectful. Just go like, ah. In Guilty Gear's case, it's everyone. Kinda. Depending on setup conditions, yeah. Soul, definitely. Ram, you have to get them in the corner and get your swords right. Yeah. Paprika, definitely. Paprika is also just like that fucking character. But yeah, I asked. Yeah, so in this game, to Butcher's point, Paprika, the llama, can be pretty fucking unga if you get your items set up and things. Shanty when she has magic, and Tien also can be pretty fucking gorilla. But on the damage factor, I would pop for the damage factor. I'd probably say the damage factor. I'd probably say that it's Shanty. Absolutely. So yeah, I'll give a general primer about how to defend in fighting games. Granted, this is not completely full. This is not completely foolproof, but it's just that you can kind of like keep it in mind, right? As a general rule of thumb, if you are playing a 2D fighting game, so not something like Tekken or Soul Calibur, right, or Virtua Fighter, if you're playing like this game or Under Night or Marvel vs. Capcom or whatever, the general rule of thumb is that most of the time, right? Most of the time, you want to be blocking low. Not always, but most of the time, you want to be blocking low. Because in 2D fighting games, or 2.5D fighting games, right? So games like this, or games like Street Fighter 5 or 6 or what have you, right? So not your Virtua Fighters, not your Tekkens, and things like that, right? Most of the time, right? Most overheads that you have to block standing with the back by holding back as opposed to like down back, right? Most overheads are going to usually are going to be slow enough that to a certain degree, sometimes no matter how good or bad your reflexes are, you're not going to fucking react to an overhead, and that happens sometimes. But in a lot of cases, not all of them, but in a lot of cases, a lot of attacks that will hit overhead will hit with enough wind up that it'll be faster for you to shift from down backing to just overheading, then vice versa, right? I'm just happy that everybody's getting use out of the info glossary. But yeah, if you hit past, yeah, and that's kind of the essence of both, especially if you're doing like guerrilla type rushdown, right? A wise Muay Thai master once said in a manga, if you can't block an attack, just are you quoting Alls? Are you quoting Apachai Hopachai in my fucking stream channel? Is that what's happening right now? Am I getting hit with the fucking run back to History's Strongest Disciple Kenichi? Because that sounds like a thing from that manga. And I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you bringing that up. Fucking Apachai. Literally, like, yeah. Oh my god. Oh god. It's his friend Evil. Oh right, the other guy. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is him. But still, it's still a Kenichi reference. Plus 10 though. Plus 10 though. God. Yo, y'all, I love this fucking community so much. Y'all are just the best. You know that? All of y'all. All of y'all in here. I appreciate y'all so much. Oh, that was good. But yeah, to go back to the point I was making initially, right? Generally speaking, in 2 and 2.5D fighting games, the general rule of thumb is block low until you see somebody jumping, then you switch to blocking high. Generally speaking. Obviously, you have to look out for like grounded overheads and things like that. You have to look out for grounded overheads and things like that. But you do have to look out for like grounded overheads and things like that, right? But generally, so for those of you that are having trouble defending, start off by just trying to block low. Mostly. Yeah. Watch your fucking toesies. Primarily worry about blocking low most of the time. Usually the only time you have to worry about blocking high are grounded overheads, like this, or jumping attacks, usually. And those are the only 2 times you have to worry about standing up the block, usually. And for the record, I'm going to say this very clearly again, just to be clear, because I know I said this before, but I want to emphasize it. You are not, even regardless of your level of reflexes, because I know there are going to be some people who are like, yo, man, my reflexes suck, SJ, I can't. It's okay, right? If you're like, yo, I can't, like, what? Reacting to overheads? I can't do that. Part of it is that when you react to an overhead to a certain degree, it's more like an anticipation than it is a complete raw reaction most of the time. So if it's like, how am I supposed to immediately like react and tell? Sometimes it is literally just like, oh, you anticipate it coming, so you stand up and block ahead of time. So for my people out there in the chat who are like, also hi Squishy, for my people out there in the chat who are like, I can't react like that. My reactions are shit. You can't ask me to react to these kinds of things, right? Let me reiterate. You will not always be able to perfectly react to a thing, right? But you can anticipate a lot better than you think you can most times. And blocking overheads most of the time is a matter of anticipating when it's coming correctly. Right? And that's pretty much it. So, if you're playing a 2D or 2.5D fighting game, and you're like, what is my first step for learning how to defend better? Block your toesies. Block low most of the time. Block low most of the time. You can learn how to deal with cross-ups a little later. You can learn how to deal with overheads and jumping attacks a little later after that. If you're just trying to start out blocking...
My toes! My toes!
My toes! My toes! I really got to figure out how to get the... I really got to get the audio mixing thing going for next stream so I can just wear one set of headphones and have it pass through properly. But yeah, right? The primary thing as far as playing 2D and 2.5D fighting games, if you're like, I don't know where to start with defending, yeah, there's also pretty good option selects like jumping back and blocking between hits, because you have air block, you're blocking low and high. Yeah, it's not. It's yeah. It also isn't a perfect. There are very few perfect answers. Thank you, Butcher, for bringing that up. For example, right? Butcher's example works pretty well in games that allow chicken blocking, right? But in Guilty Gear, for example, there are absolutely some moves that are fucking air unblockable. So if you try to chicken block certain things, especially like older Guilty Gears, where there are certain moves that are just straight up air unblockable, you try to chicken block in those games, and it's like ha ha ha, you get clapped, right? So yeah. If anybody is wondering what an option select is, by the way, because Butcher brought it up, the simplest way to describe an option select is that it's an input that you do that can cover multiple scenarios at once. You probably want to go to the infill. You probably want to go to infill site for that, so you can just do the glossary lookup for it to get a good example of what an option select or an OS looks like. But yeah, like. Yeah, if you have air block, you're generally blocking low and high. Unless the move is air blockable, in which case, like I said, you eat shit. But, you know, there are no perfect answers in fighting games. It's kind of just what it is. So, yeah, I think I'm more or less warmed up with Shanty. But here's what I'm going to do. It is an hour and a half. So we're probably going to go for a little longer than normal with stream because I got really excited and started talking and things like that. So we haven't played any matches yet. So here's what I'm going to do. It's an hour and a half in, so it's break time. I'm going to get up, use the restroom, order my Burger King, get that spicy chimkin, and all that other stuff. So feel free to get up, stretch, shake it out, have a good time, all that other stuff. Let me check if the music is still playing. Y'all gotta warn me when the music stops, by the way, because I can't hear it. Awesome chat, though. Thank you for the stream so far. Yeah. That game is so good for my self-esteem. I know now I can play roguelites and get into it. I was too intimidated before. Yep. Yep. I am happy to hear that you cleared Hades on normal mode. I still haven't made it out. I still haven't made it past Elysium yet, but at some point I will. At some point, someday I will. The shit. Anyway, I'm gonna go use the restroom. Go put in my order and all that other stuff. I will be right back. So if you're here if you want to see more games and stuff, stick around. I'll be right back. I see that we have been talking about like I see that we are still talking about Hades' enjoyment, which is fair. Also, before anybody can yell at me, oh right, before I forget, I was gonna Shark beat me to it. But if you join the Gilded and you're on mobile, if you join the Gilded and you're on mobile, I think there's supposed to be like a little X in the application, like the top corner of the window or whatever. You can use that to close the application window, and that should let you then go read the rules, because they should still be visible. Because I made the rules channel visible to the public. Easy as the fuck boy, that's why. The only person I hate more than Theseus is Hades himself. Yeah. Alright, matchmaking is up. Let's get at some games. Someone once compared Theseus to Attitude Era Kurt Angle, and I was up thinking about it since. Save that and Redacted, that falls under Asshole Parent as well. Dang, too slow. I'm just trying to get used to getting my parlays in, because that's the one thing that I wasn't doing super well. The one thing that I was not doing super well the last time I was playing was getting in opportunities to actually like parlay properly, which means I was always working at a magic deficit. And again, Shanty can work without magic, but not as well. Like if you're at a magic deficit with Shanty, if you're working at a magic deficit with Shanty, that's what we call a bad fucking time. That's the simplest way to put it. So generally speaking, if you're playing a Shanty, for example, you want to make sure that you are landing, that you're getting opportunities to do parlay, even if you can't like work them into combos. Even if you can't work like parlay into combos as Shanty, you want to make sure that you're doing it when you can with hard knockdowns, because you're gonna need that magic. Okay, so I can't do that the way I used to because it'll... So a thing that I found recently is that the voice actor for Athena, Tiffany, and Electo in Hades was recently a character in Destiny 2 named Nimbus. They're dipshit Embo and I love them. Dang. Lol. Lol. I'm gonna have to, like, go into, like, the salt mines and see if I can get... I might have to see if I can get some matchmaking going. Because, your boy... Your boy is, Your boy is thirsty for some matches. I want to fight and throw many hands. Where... Let me throw hands. Let me throw hands. But yes, this is the House of Nyx, to be clear. This is also factually correct. Is bringing up the reason Zagreus is escaping a spoiler? I'm trying to remember if he actually talks about it any at all on his way. I think probably it technically is. If he doesn't bring it up within like the first like hour or so of gameplay, or if it wasn't talked about in the promotional material, I'd probably say yes. Oh, I forgot to talk about fucking shanty super moves. Wow, I'm a mess. So for super moves, right? The nice thing about being a shanty player is that it is relatively easy to get your super to connect. First headbutt, as y'all have seen, like that headbutt reaches relatively far, so it's really easy to like use Cannon Crash to basically confirm out of any old bullshit, basically. And you fucking got them. Easy clap, right? Right? Now, on the other hand, right? If you have another super meter, you can use a follow-up called a Bast if you're willing to give up your second hit, right? When you do a Bast, Shanty immediately gets magic, and for a short period of time, like as indicated by that bar over there, her magic generation rate increases dramatically. So, getting this mode, getting into a Bast mode, you need 2 super meter stocks, right? But when you're in a Vast mode, you basically give up the extra hit from your super in exchange for basically an install super, where you basically get the ability to be like, haha, hey, guess the fuck what, motherfucker? I can't be stopped. Do people hoard meter management is always a thing. When it comes to fighting games that have meter management is always a question. Do you keep it or do you not? It depends. There are some characters who will want to. There are some characters who don't. There are times where you want to cash out as soon as you can, and times where you don't. It is very much a player-dependent, character-dependent, and style-dependent thing. So the short answer is yes, but the reasons why vary tremendously from person to person. And then, of course, we have level 3 supers like this one. So yeah, Shanty can't combo. So Shanty cannot combo into her level 3. She can't combo into her level 3, but it's a command grab. So if you don't jump that shit and she catches you with that, you have a bad time. I'm pretty sure you can't combo into it. I'm pretty sure you can't combo into it? Question mark? Okay, never mind. I don't know enough about them fighting hers to be sure. But it's a throw. So if you don't jump that shit, you're getting got. And also, I don't... Let me see. Hang on. I don't think this should work if I do this right. Yeah, so it only works on opponents that are on the ground. It can be thrown. But if you catch them, three super meter stocks. That's a lot. It's a lot. All right, I'm gonna go into the salt mines and see if I can find people to go throw hands against. Love that they shoot a fucking durian. Yeah. Let me just take a look and see around. I'm gonna go check a couple of... Hell yeah, let's do it. Yeah, everybody's in the pixel lobbies. That's my fault. I was like, I can't get matches, like, because you're not where everybody else is. Which is fair. Oh, wait it. Hang on. Wrong palette. I was about to say Color Johns. Wait! Yo! No! Yo! Hold the fuck up! You stole my fucking palette! That's not safe. Fuck! Should I have charged it? Fuck! No. Two people. No. No. Kettle, you can't, because, like... yeah, you can't. Two people can't have the same palette. It'll force you to switch. Also, they might just straight up be a better shanty player than me. Yeah, I know. I don't remember, Sin. I don't play this game like that. Fuck! Yo! No! Okay. Yeah, no. Ah, shit! Yeah, I was about to say, Sin, the first step they got was grabbing the pallet, very mind gamer. Alright, we can fix this though. Hang on. We can fix this. Motherfucker! Alright, fine. Alright, fine. Right now, I gotta pick up mine. You let me down, Pterodactyl. It's okay. We can play Kimberly and make it work. Timothy. Fuck. Dad. Dick. Alright, well. No, shit. I shouldn't have. Ah! 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 The overhead. Fuck. God. I respect it. The fucking chef. The fucking round. Yo! Really? Round start toss up cutlass? The fucking disrespect, though. Yeah. Oh no, fuck! Shit. I literally kept. I'm fighting myself in the future. I don't know about that. I don't know if I can get this cracked at this game. Maybe if I get lucky. Yeah, baby! Ah, shit. Shit. No, fuck! I knew you were gonna do that! I knew you were going to do that! Fuck me! Alright. Shit. Nah, shit. Keep getting hit by cross-up cutlets. I keep getting hit by... Lucky, Ben, you're damn good and just need time to get into it. Yeah. Yeah. It also helps that unlike Skullgirls, like, I actually get the flow and feel of this game a lot better. Ah, fuck. Oh no, what? Oh, the low profile fucking caught me out. I knew they were gonna fucking cut. Alright, combo's gonna stop soon though. Okay. Fuck! Shit! Alright, yes you do, Tarate. Bumba. If I hadn't... I literally had enough super that if I had enough super meter, if I gotten super off of one interaction, I would have kept that round. But I fucked it up. Ah, shit. Of all the time for the food to come. Be right there. Hold on. Oh, do I have voice chat on somehow? That's weird. Hang on. Let me go get this food real quick. Yeah, be right there. Hold on. game has built-in voice chat. You can see that. Thank you, easy handling. I gotta fix that. Well, y'all can't hear it because the audio's not coming through, so it's fine. Right, fuck. I'll leave it for now because I want to keep this set going because I need to learn. I want to learn. I want to learn, so I don't want to like have to leave the set in order to like fix that. Fuck. Yeah. Yo. This chicken isn't as spicy as Junk Miles Awesome though. Like for real, they literally are just giving me the work. More specifically in the lobby menu under voice. Alright, yeah. Oh fuck. Oh wow, fuck, that reaches really, I forgot how far that reaches. No shit! I knew you were gonna do that, but I don't turn around. Okay. Shit! Oh wow, fuck! I got hit by JA! That was good. Yes, you want run ting wonderful MC then, yes. Yes, Nastar, go on. Sure, right. No, fuck. I fucked up the parley input. I know, fuck! Oh. Ah, shit. That's fair. Oh no, fuck! Ah, I got crossed up again. Fuck! I'm dead. I'm dead. Thank you for the inspo and shit. Inspo for what, Juno? What? Oh god. Oh my god. Every time, if Juno's thanking me for that, oh. Oh, new video card? Oh, for building stuff? Oh. Just do what I can. Ah, I did get hit by fucking round start cutlass finally. Right, I can't fucking special cancel launcher. I need to stop doing that when I'm getting blocked. Oh no, fuck! I got hit by the overhead. Shit. Oh wow, right. That was fucking gross. I respect that. That was literally four magic dashes in a row. Followed by the... Yo. That's fucking gross. I respect that though. Alright. I forgot that save. Ah, no! Fuck! No, fuck! If I hadn't dropped super... I don't know how to use that correctly yet. No! 3! Yo! 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 Did you hit me with the top? Yo, did they really hit me with the top? Damn. 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 They really hit me with the taunt after that. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm gonna run this last one and go eat this fucking chicken. Cause now my feelings are hurt. I will literally go into the Pixel lobby and be like, those are good. Let me eat this chicken real quick though and reconsider my fucking life choices and I'll come back. Alright, I forgot. Level 3 parlay, that frame data, you can't fuck with that. Shit! No, Juno. She was the first DLC character, but she's not new. Alright, I forgot to do the helm spot. I forgot to do the fucking helm spot. Alright, Nightbot is reminding you, do your votes for Fighting Friday. We have April's choices up, so please, if you want to determine what games we play for Fighting Friday in April, go to that link and go vote. You can pick as many as you want because it's ranked voting. So keep that in mind, please. Ah, fuck. Yep. Okay, I got hit by the cross up right there. That's pretty fucking sick. I respect it. No, I don't have any good loot. The loot that you're beating out of me is my blood, woman. Like I don't have any loot. You're beating it out of me. I've done my civic duty. Ah, thank you. Oh fuck! Shit! It's 'cause I did parlay at the worst time. Right? I should have. Fucking. Ah, piercing news. I love that for you, Kaz. I had to glance read that, but that's good. We love to hear good piercing news. Oh fuck! That's plus. Oh god damn it! Every time I get caught. Fucking hit with super. You better not let me live that shit. What's up, no? What kind of ratted nonsense you chatso? Ratted. You're looking pretty selfie over there. Go suck your mama. To blower. Alright, hey guy. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so let me Sound and voice. Where is it? Okay, good. Okay, good. So let me just. I'm gonna stay in here. Let me eat and take a minute to reflect on what's going on there. Okay, so there was a lot going on in that match. Okay, let me think very carefully about how I phrase this because even though I'm not getting in trouble for doing shenaniganry elsewhere, if I say something too self-deprecating, I know that Alls and the rest of the chat is literally going to be out here and explode me. So, considering that at the moment I do not know what the fuck I am doing. I at least have some idea. Gauges look so cool, but I also love hoops. If I wasn't afraid of needles so bad, these are all things that I would consider. But needles unfortunately fuck with me tremendously, and so okay, wait. I'm gonna be a little naughty here, but Squishy points at my eyes and points at you. So Squishy, the edit to the question you just asked, is it because you went to go see what that thing does now? But yeah. So basically, yeah. So a lot was going on in that match. But the major things that I wasn't doing and wasn't doing well, even when I had a rough idea of what the fuck I was supposed to be doing. Speaking of the Gilded Law, there's a link to it right there if you haven't applied. If you like this content and like being able to watch like anime and tokusatsu with the gang on Fridays, or just kind of hanging out in general off stream, there's the option. But yeah, the major things that I was not reacting to properly in that match, because there were a couple. First and foremost, right? Shanty, one of Shanty's things with her moves, or are they? Oh, are spicy chicken fries just gone? Is that what it is? Because this is the second time in a row I've ordered spicy and got regular, which doesn't bother me all that much. But it's just like a. But I ordered spicy though. But I know that spicy tends to be limited time, so it might be that either they're out, or they just either they're out, or they're just ignoring me and not getting what I want. But yeah, three things I wasn't doing there. One, I wasn't anticipating the cross up cutlass. So every time I got hit by cutlass at round start, it was a cross up one. Where Shanty will run through you and then cut on the other side, so you have to switch which direction you're blocking on. I didn't know that shit was coming, and I got hit by it every time. The second thing is that Shanty, one of her moves lets her stick to the wall, right? One version of that move will stick her to the wall behind her, and the other one will stick her to the wall in front of her. The other Shanty player was using the one after they got a knockdown. They'd stick to the wall in front. They stick to the wall in front of them, but behind me, and use that for other cross ups. So I wasn't blocking that neither, and that's why I got hit by that a lot. Right? So I wasn't blocking. I wasn't blocking the cross-up hits. Like all three of them, basically. Like I got, like basically what wound up happening was quite literally I just kept getting my shit pushed in because I got hit by like at least 3 different types of cross-up consistently throughout that matchup, and yeah, I got hit by like 3 different types of cross-up in that matchup consistently, and I didn't block any of them consistently, or in some cases I didn't hit. I didn't hit the other player out of them. Because, right? Some of those, right? Some of those setups, maybe, I say maybe because I don't know for sure, I might have been able to hit the player out of some of the overhead setups before I got hit by them, but well, wasn't paying attention. Also of note, Shanty's like standing up headbutt, one where she like steps forward a little bit and then smashes her head down. The lower part of her body can't be hit for part of that. So it's one of those things where if you try to hit her out of it, you either have to aim high, like at the upper part of her body, or block. So yeah, those are like the 3 things that I wasn't really doing super well, right? Basically, I wasn't blocking any of the overheads, and I was mashing a lot. And the other Shanty is much more comfortable with their game plan, knowing when they can get parlays, so that got them more magic. If they had more magic, they could just do more stand stuff with Shanty. And that's why I lost. Which is what it is. To Sophia's point, I'm still learning how to play this game. I will allow myself a little bit of ego here and say that if I am willing to put in the time, I could probably learn most of that. Because I am good enough to learn how to play a fighting game to that degree. I'm also just hella busy.
Visit your neighborhood Ashley store for unbelievable deals on furniture, decor, mattresses, and more. Plus, take advantage of expert advice and design tips from our amazing associates.
But that was a good set, really. I can't really use any of the combos that I saw in there yet. Mostly because a lot of it is like air to ground, like ground to air to ground confirms, which I'm not very good at. Which is why I can't play Skullgirls.
Shop in-store or online. Ashley, America's #1 furniture and mattress store.
Save big and sleep better with a new.
So with Skullgirls in particular, right?
Get incredible savings on top.
One of the things about how that combo system works is that a lot of Skullgirls combos that you see will start off on the ground, take the opponent to the air, and have more air combos that will then allow you to go back to ground, right? This game doesn't... Be careful about how I say that. While that's also still available in this game, it's easier to make do without it. But that's not a skill that I have where I'm really good at. A skill that I do not have is basically measuring out how to throw my attacks so that enemies that are in the air can be brought back down to the ground so I can keep comboing them. I have a hard time with that. So games that like tend to lean in that direction are not games I tend to be good at, because it requires a lot of confidence in your ability to know when to press certain buttons while you're in the air, so you have enough hit stun to get to the ground and then beat people the fuck up. And it is a lot harder to know how to do that effectively, right? Let me go get some ketchup. I'm through the majority of the food, so I can go get the ketchup. We can work on these pies, but I gotta go find another match. Let me just go get some ketchup for this plate. We're gonna see if I can get a couple more matches in before Steve's over. I am happy people are meeting their piercings, goals, and all this other stuff. You take those. Oh, look. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. I'm literally just getting the fuck beat out of me tonight. I'm just in hell. Oh. Oh, God. Okay, these meat. Yeah, I can't fuck with these meaties. Oh, wait. All right, it's a throw. It's a throw. Right. Lassos are throws. So I have to like wow. Yeah, I'm dead. Arizona, everybody. Ah, wow. Why did that whip? Why did it whip? Why did it whip? Oh, I got about to toss up again.
Head of marketing at a ketchup company about to use Grammarly to handle a tight deadline. 2 weeks.
Did I not block that?
I
Ah!
think Grammarly's tone suggestions
Okay.
can help move things forward because conveying confidence can make the impossible feel possible. Now,
Ow,
you
fuck.
just have to tell your team.
2 weeks?
You got this, Dave.
I don't
Make a
know.
positive tone and quickly motivate them. Because
I want to live.
and a new product to launch. Now look at y'all. Looking good, team. And here we go. With a big pitch, you need a little charm. A more personable and friendly approach can help win over Dave. Did the right tone just convey
Okay, that's
and apply
fair.
it all? It did. It's a hit. It's everywhere.
You've seen it everywhere, I've seen it everywhere, and look, she's given disco ball, and it's delicious.
With Grammarly, getting the tone just right makes a big impact on your team's success. Click the blue button to download Grammarly today.
Customer service with aisle 9 for sparkling ketchup.
Oh. They're switching. But I don't know who to. This is either better or worse. Okay, cool. Wow. Alright, that worked. Awesome. Ow. That didn't though. So yeah, kettle. Zoning. This. At least this is an example of it. Fuck. Okay, ah, fuck! Shit. Ah. Shit. I'm just in hell. Is that just air unblockable? Ah, fuck. Ah! Why did that whiff? I think I shouldn't have ended it with that, but... Damn. Shit. But yeah, no. Against certain zoning characters, this is kind of just the life that you live in many different fighting games. There's like all... Shit.
We were cut out behind our backs, but there's a shape for things for us. We partner up with Sandy and Stewie with Pierce.
Excited to get into this knife fight?
I love you, but you are not serious people.
The 2 bullet hells his owners we met along the way. Yeah.
Let's blow it up.
I want to kill the opposition. Cut that throat. We are pirates!
Nah. Ah, shit. I tried. There was not a gap there. Was it advertising a pirate movie? Wow. They knew I was gonna fucking air tech and put a button out so I would air tech right into that shit. Fuck! I'm in hell. I'm just in hell. Oh, that's an overhead? Okay, that's an overhead. Okay, that's an overhead. It's an overhead. It's an overhead. That's an overhead. God damn it. Where's my fucking bumper? That was kind of them. They're like, I like your soul bad guy hair. I appreciate that. They're like, I like your soul bad guy hair. I'm just like, thanks. Okay, so we got in like 2 good sets. Despite getting the shit kicked out of us, I can live with that.
Discover the Ozempic Zone. Ask your healthcare provider about Ozempic.
Oh. I never fought against the Texas. I don't know how this character works at all. Oh, does he? Oh, he's probably got armor for some shit, doesn't he? In case anybody's wondering, yes, Texas is Arizona's dad. Damn, this band's buttons are fucking huge. Oh wow. Oh! Oh no, he's got command throws! It's fun to voice Texas in story mode. Switching between his accent and Minnesota's was a heck.
This is the most powerful demon I've encountered. But this is not about the boy. The Vatican buried the truth here. Let's see what you're hiding.
Okay, high beat. That's fair.
The Pope's exorcist exclusively in movies.
Yeah, a Ben called him grappler. Yeah. Uh-huh. Doesn't surprise me. Yo. Big dog. Yo. It's rocking the blood edge ass motherfucker. I respect it though. Okay, so that's what the gap is on that one. Cool. I wanted to hop there. No. Okay, cool. Yes, I picked up. I stole one of the combos from the shanty that beat the fuck out of me. I remembered the thing. I remembered the thing. I remembered the thing. I remembered the thing. I'm so proud. Cause like that's. Oh no. This man literally just had like HPP. Shit, I didn't make enough of a gap there. Okay, I was gonna reset, but it's. Dead. Okay. Yeah, they finally stopped. Did I fucking just get... Did I just fucking get Aura'd by fucking Jabba? Yo, okay. Okay. No, I'm not upset. I'm saying okay as in okay, that's actually pretty fucking metal. Okay. Yeah. Headbutt. Hey. Yeah. Jeez. God. He also literally wait. He has slide head. I just realized that shit is literally just slide head. I respect it, but that shit is literally just slide head. That's just slide head. The pull-in mechanic. Not that that's bad. I'm not saying that it's like a derivative thing. I'm just saying, okay, I understand how to deal with that. And the answer is be in the air, I think. Need more. Yo, did you actually? Okay. See? It was friendly until that point. Then you hit me with the tongue. Oh, okay. Ah, the command throw missed. Okay. Run me the run back. Run me the run back. Run me the run back. Please. I'm begging you. Don't. Thank you. Alright. Nah. I'm taking. That's it. I got hit by. I literally got hit with the taunt. I was like, okay, we're not doing that shit. Oh, okay, yeah. It's like side head with a head of super armor. Nah. You're damn right me run these things here. Run your damn pocket them. Karate. Yaga taunt me. Okay, I didn't block that. It's not my fault. I didn't want Cutlass there. Okay, yeah, that had too many plus frames to try to contest that. That's fair. Okay. But I have at least an understanding of what...
GoDaddy is a partner that always puts you first. Start today at GoDaddy.com.
I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to do fucking Cutlass. Oh, not Cutlass. I want to do this. Okay. I thought. Oh! So I literally just gotta block that. I didn't super come out. If super had come out, I literally would have killed. If I fucking die because of this, I'm gonna be so. If super had come out doing my combo earlier, I wouldn't have had to, like, literally nearly, like, shit myself to win. Fuck that. You're not gonna taunt me. You're not gonna taunt me. You're not gonna taunt me for free. You're not gonna taunt me for free. Come get this work acted. Oh god, right, body splash crosses up because it's a body splash. Okay, wow. Alright, now you're just coming in with the armored shit. I respect it. Double overhead, baby! And this is why having magic with Shanty is so important.
the portable and modern way to experience fragrance. Upgrade to Airwick Essential Mist.
This meaty game is impeccable, though. Thank you so much for the new follow. All follow alerts are anonymous so that we can fight the lurkers. I want that now. I want this good run back now. I'm still a little salty about getting taunted. I am. 100%, I admit it. I'm a little annoyed that I got taunted in that one match, and that is entirely the impetus behind a lot of this now. The fact that literally out here getting beat to death by Brock with the Blood Edge. Yep, it's Patrick Seitz. Didn't want to do that. Just wanted to do the launcher. Yeah. I'm still at a deficit for meter though, for super meter anyway, so not.
But I almost didn't. When I was 28, weeks before my wedding, I couldn't speak or swallow.
Yeah, why is that body splash active for like 6 billion years though? Jesus fuck.
I'd had a stroke. They immediately gave me TPA.
Well, I mean, it's fair. I'm not like actually upset about it. It makes sense.
Was the difference between losing everything and having it all.
Okay. Is that his 6A? Because that would make sense. Oh no! Yeah, I got hit by the. It's a fucking command throw. Really just getting HPP'd. Even when I'm not playing fucking... Even when I'm not playing Guilty Gear, I'm still getting fucked up by Potemkin. I can't stand it. Yeah, it's a level 3. That's why. It's a level 3 super. Literally just sat on the meter till they had enough to do it, and then bop. Yo, look, hold up. More or less. Hold on. Hang on. It depends on the character. Yo, am I really about to get baked with my own character again? Yeah, I'll accept it. But like, if I really get baked with my own character twice in one night, I might literally go hit the salt mines. If I literally get done up by my own character twice on one stream. Alright, can't. That evades lows. Didn't want to do that. I did not want to do cups. I wanted to launch. Shit, I'm dead. Yeah, there it is. I died. Wow. It's just exclamation point salt. Okay, really? The really was not to you, Kettle. It was to them hitting you at the taunt. Again. Yeah, like, as far as text commands go, we have way too many to list in the panels. Those are all sound commands. Yeah. Don't fucking taunt me. Don't try to do me up with my own character. Well, people who just know it better just know it better. But nah, you're not gonna just casually walk up in here and do me up with my own character like that. Like that's not how that's going down. Like you're not gonna come to me, use my character, and come treat me like one what this for. Nah, God. God. Exactly. You're not gonna come do me up with my own character without consequences, motherfucker. Fuck out of here. Nah. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. That's not plus. I need to care about that. I got baited by the overhead. Damn. Come on. Shit. I got baited by the overhead pick again. Yep. That's fair. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, they don't have meter, so fuck out of here. I'm getting back an even 6 before I leave. You took 6 matches from me, I'm taking 6 from you. Fuck out of here. You're gonna sit here, hit me with the taunt, and then try to do me up with my own character? Nah. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Yeah, no, we don't. Yeah, April Fool's Day, like, we don't do April Fool's jokes here. Like, I will literally ban people. It's like, haha, this happened, April Fool's. Like, I'm banning you. But I wasn't even serious. It wasn't even bad. It's like, I don't really care. Like, I used to not care about April Fool's Day jokes, and then eventually it got to the point where I'm like, nah, like, I'm tired of, like, getting fake game announcements or, like, other, like, aggravatingly whack shit every time on April Fool's Day. I'm like, all right, we're just not doing it anymore. Like, that's just not happening. So I can't lie about accidentally eating Sin. Sin, I will literally take your sword. If you were there when the old law was written. You know that we don't do AFD here. You know that. Okay, I wanted to take 7 for 7, but the choice actually knows what the fuck they're doing with Shanty, and I'm not gonna sit. I can't. As much as I want to like sit, I want. I'm gonna keep doing it. Fuck it. Traditions are important. JK, if it bothers anyone, I literally wanna. Yeah, lol. Yeah, nah. Like I just at a certain point, I'm just like, nah, fuck it and just fuck AFD in general. Like, don't do it. At least I'm not very fond of like April Fool's Day. Like at this point, I'm just like, nah, I would rather not. Ah, you whipped it. Ah, I could though. Ah. No, sit down. This is the exact kind of thing. Oh, talking about having a pork chop sandwich. Yeah, oh God. Yeah, that's why I was surprised that like Sin was like, oh, like, well, what? Like, no, I actually remember. I could swear I remember telling Sin at one point when they first started modding for me. He's like, yeah, we don't do April Fools here. Ah, wow. Okay, you can steer that shit. Okay, that's fair. No, legit, that's fair, actually. I want to go even with them. For... Fuck, okay. Oh, fuck. Yeah, nah, I gotta hold that shit. Okay, fine. They out-shantied me. I want to keep pushing it, but I can't, realistically speaking, and I gotta let that be. I gotta let that be. All right, I gotta let it be because I'm literally, otherwise I'm gonna literally just be here all night. Ah, wait, are they writing something? I got a wow. Did great. Uh, oh, ah. Hang on, where's my fucking? Yeah, I. Night, Stubby. Launcher into Cutlass, then do... Okay, I have to try to remember what the fuck this person is saying now. Then press button. Okay. Yeah. Like, Blood, I'm not gonna remember all... I appreciate it, but Blood, I'm not gonna remember all this. Launcher into Cutlass, do launch... Then press button. I'm gonna try to remember, but I'm not gonna remember that shit. I got one thing to remember, which is that. They're saying something about doing launcher into like TK Cutlass input. I forgot to save my fucking replay, so I don't have any. Oh, they're on Steam Deck too, damn. Okay. Let me get up out of here. Best of luck. Kick my butt one day. That was surprisingly wholesome as an interaction. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. It's about that time. Let's get the fuck up out of here, I guess. Hold on. Right. Now that I'm not on the main, now that I'm off of the game screen, I can actually use internet on the good fucking. I can use web browser on the computer that doesn't go to shit when I try to watch Twitch now to go figure things out. Okay, right. So links. Medium. I write game design articles over there sometimes because game design is job, not my passion. Not in the sense that like white people mean it. Game design is my passion, but not in the sense that white people mean it. So I do write game design articles over on Medium every now and again, like once or twice a year. I stream VODs are over on YouTube. /@SJH's Games. I need to organize a couple of them because I haven't been able to because High New just can't go onto YouTube and do things. So, bleh. Ko-Fi, if you want to support the stream but don't want to give money to Amazon and Jeff Bezos through Twitch, you can support me on Ko-Fi. I keep more of that money, and generally it just goes toward like showing support for the streamer, for the stream as well as other stuff. Throne, I have goofy gifts and shit on there, but also sometimes like streaming gear that I want to pick up, or like desk organization gear. So if you want to support, then like that's another way of doing it. And my card has all my other social links and stuff, including like Bird app and shit. And then again, last reminder, I don't have a Discord. At least the Discord that I have is now closed to applications. We're over on Guilded instead. So if you want to hang out, like watch like anime and tokusatsu, like Kamen Rider and shit like that, or just generally like shit and shoot the shit when stream's not on, you gotta join the Guilded. Make sure that you read the rules and answer the questions appropriately. Otherwise, you don't get it. It's kind of just what it is. Security things, you know? So yeah, thank y'all for being here. That's the important part. So let me go see who we have raided recently so that I can pick some fresh blood. I'm pretty sure we can't go over to Twisted because I'm pretty sure we've been there within the last 2 weeks. So we gotta find somebody else. That said, I do need to go hang out in Twisted's chat in case there are things to be done. Yeah, we might honestly go hang with Seppi because I never get to raid Seppi. So, yeah, let's go do that, I guess, actually. That's a good point. Alright, so, we're gonna go hang out with my friend Persephora. She is excellent at voice acting, coming on singing, a whole bunch of other stuff. Seppi's good people. Right now, she is playing Pokemon Infinite Fusions, ? Wherein you play through Pokemon that can also like fusion with other Pokemon, and sometimes you get things like the Dragonair evolution that we should have gotten, and then sometimes you get things like abominations against nature. Hit her with a good old SGH just raise when we get in there. Let her know who sent you, all that other stuff. I'll see y'all on Sunday with Legend of Legaia and working games out by then, hopefully. Till then, stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, don't go out if you don't have to, be excellent to each other, but not to Elon Musk stands. Yeah, they're still the low target today. Anyway, thank y'all for stopping by. I'm out. Later.